Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Students, now in this video we are discussing osmosis experiments, and regarding osmosis we are going to discuss. Now, what are the main important points or how this osmosis process helps plants in transport of water, everything. Now let us see in this video. Now osmosis, the plant cell is surrounded by a membrane or cell membrane and the cell wall. Means suppose if you take one particular plant cell, no, definitely that particular plant cell is surrounded by cell membrane and cell wall, isn't it? Now the cell wall is freely permeable to water. Cell wall is freely permeable to water and the substances in a solution, hence it is not a barrier to movement. So means here what is the information we are getting? Suppose even though cell wall is a dead one, it is freely permeable, means definitely once you see cell wall is freely permeable, means definitely it allows the water as well as the substances which are present in the solution also definitely it allows, hence it is not a barrier to movement. So means it is not definitely a barrier, not a barrier for the movement of water as well as substances which are present in the solution. Okay, so thereby here what is the point we are getting? Definitely not only the cell wall and the cell membrane also definitely helps in a transport of molecules and helps in the transport of substances from the one place to another place. Now here in plants, the cells usually contain a large central vacuole. One more time, in plants, the cells usually contain large central vacuole whose contents the vacuolar sap contributes to the solute potential of the cell. Means suppose if you take a plant cells, if you take matured cells, there we will observe the presence of large central vacuole. So there the contents of vascular sap contributes to the solute potential of the cell. So means here definitely the one matured plant cell having of large central vacuole and it is responsible for the contribution of solute potential of the cell. Why? Because why here we are learning this particular point? In a cell the unit of life chapter we have learned, so 90% of volume of the cell definitely is occupied by the dash cell organelle means, so we have written vacuole. So there what is happening? So while the discussion is going on the particular vacuole, it helps in the storage of excretory material in the plants we see now. So based on that what is happening, when the excretory material or the waste material of the plants when it is going to be deposited on the vacuole, what is happening? So definitely it contributes the solute potential or increasing of solute potential. Next one, in plant cells the cell membrane and the membrane of a vacuole, that is the tonoplast, together are the important determinants of movement of molecules in or out of the cell. Means here mainly what are the molecules must come inside and what are the molecules must go outside. Everything is under the control of two important membranes. One is a cell membrane and one more is a tonoplast. So here we have learned even one point, the membrane The vacuole membrane we will be considering as tonoplast. Means here the tonoplast as well as a cell membrane controls the controls which one? Here you see exactly at spotlight, controls the movement of molecules in or out. Movement of molecules definitely is under the regulation of two membranes. One is tonoplast and one more is cell membrane. Why? Because here the cell membrane as well as tonoplast both regulates. That's why here both are important determinants for the movement of molecules in or out of the cell. Now let us start to discuss the what is osmosis and what are the terms mainly influence the osmosis process. First of all, what is the definition of osmosis? Everything. So now let us learn. Now osmosis is a term used to refer specifically to the diffusion of water across the differentially or selectively permeable membrane. Means here what is the information now we can get from these two lines? Osmosis is nothing but diffusion of water across the semi-permeable membrane. Suppose here if the water moving through the semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so means here the diffusion means we know very well. Suppose the water molecules moving from the higher water potential to lower water potential through the semi-permeable membrane. Now such kind of a phenomenon now we can be taken as osmosis. Okay, now osmosis occurs spontaneously in response to a driving force. So means here the osmosis occurs spontaneously in response to a driving force. So suppose if the water molecules going from the roots to aerial parts there definitely. So here the osmosis occurs spontaneously in response. So that's why here this osmosis sometimes acts as driving force. Okay, next one, the net direction or net direction and the rate of osmosis mainly depends on the pressure gradient and one more is concentration gradient. So nalla save pannikonga. So what are the main important points we are discussing? Osmosis mainly depends on the both important concentrations. One is pressure gradient and one more is concentration gradient. One more time, try to say this particular statement by one more time. Osmosis mainly depends on the pressure gradient and concentration gradient. Okay, now up to here what is the information we discussed? Mainly the movement of water or the transport of water mainly depends on the two important membranes. One is a cell membrane and one more is vacuolar membrane. Means what is a membrane is present in the vacuole we are considering as tonoplast. There tonoplast as well as a cell membrane that responsible to the movement of water. Next one, so here osmosis mainly is under the control or it is mainly depends on the both gradients. One is a pressure gradient and one more is concentration gradient. Now actually in osmosis what are the main important or what is the definition to be studied means here now we are going to discuss that is water will move from its region of higher chemical potential or the concentration to its region of lower chemical potential until equilibrium is reached. Means here what are the main important points? So when the water moving from the region of higher chemical potential, from a region of higher chemical potential or higher chemical concentration to from a region or to a region of lower chemical potential. So means here definitely water moves from the two things you try to remember. One is from higher chemical potential to lower chemical potential or sir adu difficult irukku easy da solunga. So as we have learned before, so water definitely it moves from the higher water potential to lower water potential. Higher water potential to lower water potential. Now but up to that or until equilibrium is reached, means once both regions got equilibrium, at the time furtherly we will not see the transport of ions or the transport of water. Point you understood? Means once the entire process comes to the equilibrium, once the entire process comes to the equilibrium at the time, so we will not, means the entire transport of molecules or the ions get equal. At the time, so there is no chance to the movement of ions from one place to another place. Why? Because the entire reaction or the entire net flow will be equilibrium. Means here, that's why here what we have seen, definitely water flows will be there from the higher chemical potential to lower chemical potential until equilibrium is reached. Once the equilibrium is completed or the reached, no, so furtherly there is no transport of water, that will be stopped. So that's why here, so for our easy understanding point of view, here we have written like this, what it is: at equilibrium the two channels should have nearly the same water potential. So means here, till now before that both channels contains a different water potential, means not equal water potential, but once that entire water get equilibrium, at the time both channels are having same water potential. Suppose if the both channel having same water potential, means at the time no chance to the net movement of water or no chance to the movement of water. Next one, two chambers. So now here, now I am going to take one important explanation. So that is a main important backbone of the osmosis. Now let us start to discuss one by one. Now here once you see here, what are the main important two chambers A and B containing solutions are separated by semi-permeable membrane. Now we are going to take two chambers. Now we are going to take two chambers, that is A and B we are going to take. So here this chamber now we took as A and this one now we took as B. So now this one is a and this one is a B. Between A and B, which one is there? You see, semi-permeable membrane. Chinna dots are there, no? That dots separation wall we can be taken as selectively permeable. Okay, now here, selectively permeable and apron. So what are the main important points now we are discussing here? Now, so chinna dots are there, no? So these are all solute molecule. So solute molecules are here and here, and the LMA. So here remaining it is filled with water. Selectively permeable membrane is there. A and B chambers we took. Between the A and B chambers, membrane also is there, and these dot like structures, no, solute molecules and thanni is the LMA. So here completely water molecules are there. If I draw like water also, diagram will be collapsed. That's why. So within the water we kept a solute molecule. Okay, now let us see the questions. Now what are the main important answers here we can get now? Suppose if you understand this entire explanation, so if they ask any kind of questions in NEET, definitely you will give answer. So now let us start to discuss, that is solution of which chamber has lower water potential. Once you see, don't see the answer, so first only, so first you get the question, try to understand the question. Solution of which chamber has lower water potential, means here A chamber is there and here the B chamber is there, where we can see the lower water potential. Psi W is, means water potential only, no? So where we can find the lower water potential? So B, chamber B. Why? So here A has more water potential. Why? Here the particles we added, solute particles are very fewer, means a very fewer number only, very little amount, just only we added in A. That's why there definitely when compared to the B, water potential will be more only, no? So that's why cell B or the container B, chamber or the B container or B chamber will have lower water potential. Lower water potential. Apron second one you see, second question B, solution of which chamber has lower solute potential. So means here where we will find out the lower solute potential. So means here container A. Now container A, it has very fewer number of solute particles now. So that's why it has very lower solute potential. That's why here solute particles number is very less. That's why here in container A solute potential is less. Next one, where we can see the solution has higher solute potential. So here we will observe the more solutes, solute particles here. That's why chamber B will have more solute potential. Suppose means where we are finding more solute particles, there suppose where we are finding more solute particles, there definitely we can see more or higher solute potential. Suppose if you observe the very fewer number of solute particles, means then lower solute potential chance is there to observe. That's why B answer we are going to take as A. And in which direction will osmosis occur? In which direction means here solute particles are more. If solute particles are more means water potential is less. Means here what is the main important point here in this occasion you have to remember, no? Suppose if the water potential is more, if a water potential is more, solute potential will be less. Means if you add any kind of solutes, if you add any kind of solutes into the water, so pure water potential is reduces. That's why if you decreases the water potential, solute potential is increased. So both like vice versa sometimes. Okay, that's why here what is the point here we took solution of which chamber has a lower solute potential, means here we are going to take A. Next one, which chamber or in which direction will osmosis occur, means definitely osmosis process occurs from higher water potential to lower water potential or higher chemical potential to lower chemical potential. So thereby here in chamber A or in chamber A we will observe the higher chemical potential or higher water potential than the B. That's why here definitely water will move from the A to B. So here chemicals are very less, means water potential will be more. But in chamber B chemicals concentration is more. That's why here the water potential is less. So koncha technically remember pannikonga. Appuram fourth one, which solution has a higher solute potential? Which solution has a higher solute potential, means here the answer will be what it is, B. Why? So though here it contains high solute particles, so when high solute particles are there, then the solvent, so definitely that particular chamber we will be considering or we will be taking with higher solute potential. Means here the solvent means tani molecules are very less, but chemical molecules are more. That's why higher solute potential now in which chamber we are observing? Chamber B. Okay, because of more solute particles. Point you understood now. Next one, at equilibrium. So here in starting only we have to observe at equilibrium, means both chambers are equal. So at the time what is happening? So which chamber will have lower water potential? So again they are giving here both chambers are equilibrium, they are saying again. So where we can find out the lower water potential, they are asking. At equilibrium both chambers water potential will be same only, no? At the time how we can show the low water potential? So thereby both chambers will have same water potential. So there is no chance to find out the lower water potential in some one and higher water potential in some other one. So definitely we could not see. But what we can observe, so at equilibrium both chambers will be equal. That's why A is equal to B. Okay, A chamber will be will be equals to the B, and B chamber also will be equals to the A, vice versa. Why? That is mainly we are understanding based on this word. at equilibrium. At equilibrium, now only we see no, in osmosis definition we see no. So here water definitely always moves from the higher water potential to lower water potential until equilibrium is reached. Means what is the point? Suppose if any kind of systems are reached to the equilibrium, furtherly we will not see the movement of water from one place to another place. That is the main important thing. அப்புறம் if one chamber has has a water potential of minus 2000 kilopascals and the other one minus 1000 kilopascal, which of the chamber that has the higher water potential or psi value? Okay, so now there இப்போ values, suppose if clue சின்ன clue அது என்னன்னா, இப்போ minus is not there, suppose minus is not there, which value is more? 2000, no, then the 1000, but by keeping of minus, so what is the value will be more? Can you guess? Minus 10,000 kilopascal value is more than the minus 2000 kilopascals. So at the time definitely, so the water or the definitely where we can find out the more water potential. Now only we are observing where we can find out more water potential, minus 1000 kilopascal only. No, that's why chamber with minus 1000 kilopascal will have more water potential. Suppose if a minus is not there, means answer will be 2000 kPa. Because of the minuses, the value of minus 2000 value is less than the minus 1000 kilopascal. That's why we are taking minus 1000 kilopascal. So chamber will have more water potential. I hope you understood this. Next one, what will be the direction of water, or what will be the direction of moment of water when two solutions with water potential with 0.2 megapascals and water potential with 0.1 MPa megapascals are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. So means here water potential where we are finding more. So now here two chambers we took. One chamber water potential is 0.2 and another chamber value of water potential is 0.1. So means now comparison point of view where we are finding more water potential. So the chamber in which 0.2 or in which the chamber with more water potential, that is 0.2 mega or megapascals. So that is only is a big one now. So thereby the chamber with 0.2 megapascals value is more than the beside one. That's why definitely water will move from the higher water potential to lower water potential. That's why from 0.2 megapascals to 0.1 megapascals. So here we can observe the moment. My point you understood now all these questions. One more time. So here A and B chambers we took, inge chamber A and chamber B we took. So both are separated by the selectively permeable membrane, and here we have added more solid particles, and here we have added very fewer number of solid particles so in the water. Okay, so now here chamber A with more water potential and with chamber A the same. One more time. So one more time I will tell you. Here chamber A with more water potential and chamber B with higher water potential. Why? So here we have added more solute particles. That's why here solute potential is more and the water potential is less. And here we have added very fewer number of solute particles. That's why here the solute particles or lower solute potential is less and the water potential is more. Both rendu reverse sama. அவ்வளோதான். இது சின்ன லாஜிக் ரிமெம்பர் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Definitely you will understand everything. அப்புறம் for the explanation of osmosis, as we have seen before, for the explanation of osmosis, what we have or what we took now. So potato osmometer means in our early studies now we have done this particular experiment. So by taking off potato, So means potato by removing of upper layer brown color layer, no. So we will cut the potato and we will dig the somewhat material out, later some kind of container. So we will create some kind of means some like dig, no. So there we will keep a sucrose solution or some kind of concentrated solution, that is maybe sugar or sucrose, any kind of sugar we will pour on the potato. So thereby after somewhat time what is happening, so here in potato concentration or the potato chemical concentration means solution concentration is more, no, in the potato. So thereby what is happening, so there water molecules, definitely our knowledge point of view, will move from the higher water potential to lower water potential. If higher water potential is there means, so there definitely we can find out the less content of chemicals, right? Now but here within the potato now we added sugar solution, isn't it? If sugar solution is there means their tiny molecules less and the sugar concentration is more. So thereby now if you are placing this particular potato osmometer in water, what is happening? In a normal water, what is happening? No, water from the water from outside to flow will be there towards the potato or towards the sucrose solution. Automatically what will be happen after somewhat time, after some time, no, after some time that is water or the sucrose solution level will be increased. So that is a point, that is the experiment already we have done in earlier studies. Suppose if you don't know, definitely let us perform this same experiment even in our lab also, no worry, easy though. Next one, experiment 2 point of view. So what are the main important points to be discussed now? Thistle funnel experiment. So this thistle funnel experiment also even important for your studies point of view. Now so one container we took here, and that we have half of the container we filled with water, and thistle funnel we took here, that one we have filled with sucrose solution, and up to the level, so up to the first level, so we filled the sucrose solution apro. So here in reverse mode, no, there here we have we tagged or we placed one semi-permeable membrane. So semi-permeable membrane, and reversely or in inverted mode we have placed in the water. So thereby what is happening now, just you give me the answer here. Once you see here sucrose solution is there in a thistle funnel and the water is there in the outside container. In the container, if both are separated means here the sucrose solution and water both are separated by the semi-permeable membrane. So here where we can find out the more water potential in both, in comparison of both, in water only, no. Why? Because here we didn't add anything, any kind of chemicals, that's why chemical water potential is more, and sucrose solution there we will have very low water potential. Thereby our knowledge point of view, definitely water will move from higher water potential to lower water potential. So thereby water will move from the container to thistle funnel. So thereby after somewhat time what is happened or what will happen? So initially we took the sucrose level up to here only, but after somewhat time, no, the sucrose level increased to somewhat more. So thereby here this is a second level. So now further means by giving of some more time or by after some time what is happening means we will observe the increase of the level of sucrose solution. Why? Because so based on this, what is the point we are understanding means water always moves. Water always moves from the higher water potential to lower water potential, or water always moves from the higher chemical potential to lower chemical potential. So that is the main important thing here we can understand from the first diagram. And the second diagram, what it gives, no. Suppose in your childhood, did you do one chinna experiment adenna? So ink, do you know, normally ink, not gel, other kind of thing. Suppose by removing the pen lid, by removing that one. Opposite side, suppose if you press the refill, so ink it will not come out. Suppose if you leave the if you remove your finger, no, so at the time again we will observe the flow of ink, means a chance is there to come out. What did you do? Again, if you place your finger on the ink like a refill, at the time the flow of ink will be stopped. Likewise, here also, what is a phenomenon now we are understanding now. Even though water molecules are moving, means endoosmosis enter into the funnel, so even the water molecules entered into the thistle funnel, so that one we can stop the entry of water into the thistle funnel. How? By keeping somewhat pressure on the thistle funnel or top of the thistle funnel. So that is only now one general example we studied now. Adita means if you would like to stop, or we can stop the flow of water or the endoosmosis, we can stop by creating of some kind of pressure at the top of the thistle funnel. So thereby here some important information is there related to the NEET examinations. So when we will discuss the NEET information, that time I will give you. So up to here just normal information only try to save. So NEET examination point of view, somewhat depth information I will give you in the next class. Means further when we will discuss the NEET classes, that time. Okay, now this entire class is a backbone for understanding. So sometimes they will ask questions based on this concept, so we must be ready for giving of answers. Take care and be safe at home.